Hi everyone, Balnor here. Today I would like to talk a bit about the view distance, how it works, what are the main items used to reach the max out of it, and why this is so important in Orna. So I am currently at home with my realm shifter and my current view distance is 614 meters. You can see it in your status world. You have view distance, since view distance impacts only the world. So you have to change your gear in the world loadout to change it. So I have 600, more than 600 because I have the class, that's the realm shifter, that has an ability that's called realm's light, and this one increases your view distance. There are other classes with that buff, and they are, let me show you. So the Arcanic with Eternal Light, so at tier 8, then you have the Magistrate, tier 7, but also the Majestic at tier 5. So these classes boost your view distance automatically when you are using them. Then you can boost your view distance more using the tier 5 specialization Seeker that also has this ability. This is a specialization, it costs you 20,000 orns, and when you switch to it, of course, you lose the other specializations, skills and buffs you were using. So you just have to then fight with your class and gear without any help from your specialization. So the realm shifter, in this case with Seeker, now has more than 700 meters view distance. Why do I have all this view distance? If you see up here in my buffs, as I said, you can see the realm's light, you can see some other stuff, but I also have some gear that is helping me. So let's see my gear currently. So I'm using the double Concord. Concord is an accessory that's given by the new quest line, last quest. It's amazing. The Concord is really strong, and it's something you should farm for it. You can get it at the end of the, let me show you the standard one. So I think I have to remove it so you can see in the menu the complete buffs from it. So okay, so this item I got it from the quests, then you can get it at the end of the dungeons as a reward, like the Orna crown and band of gods, etc. And the standard one is this one. It has attack, magic, defense, etc. You have ward, you have Farsight, you have luck bonus. This luck bonus is really huge. Concord is normally better than a present. Of course, not the maybe not the normal Concord compared to the ornate present, but yeah, for example my famed one is better than any present I had. But it also has view distance, and the Concord lowers the time of your cooldown of your dungeons. So the goal should be to have 2 Concords in your loadout. Any rarity is fine, of course. As I said, it has luck bonus, so I'm using it also in dungeons when I need drops. So for example, if you have 2 ornates, should be a lot of drops, so the luck bonus is really huge. You can also have 2% ward, etc. So a really amazing accessory. If you are low tier or still didn't get this accessory, you have some alternatives. So let's see if I have all of them, but of course the easiest one to get is the lantern. Tier 2 you get it from shops, maybe even from mimics. There is also the event alternative from December. I was using also the midnight eye, so this one also gives you view distance. but since the Concord appeared, that's the way you should use it, the accessory to use in the word loadout. Then what is giving me more view distance than normal? I think there might be an Amity that boosts your view distance too, but I never got it, just heard of it, or maybe it was just a rumor. Then I'm using weapons, so the main weapon and a secondary weapon. An important thing is there are weapons that boost your view distance, but also adornments. So in this case, I have the Surtr sword, the Horizon Surtr sword, and an Horizon Helest. The Helest is the best item in the game for view distance. I currently have two, not God Forged, and this is the best item in the game because every item gives you the same amount of view distance bonus, but this gear, this weapon is the one with the highest slots. So it has 8 when Master Forged and 9 when God Forged. And you put it there, the symbol of war, it gives you 2% view distance per adornment, and you can put it, I'm currently using this with 8, but God Forged it will be 9. And the other thing is, if we compare it with Surtr, I have this low God Forged ornate one. It has, as I said, the same view distance bonus and 8 slots. So currently the same bonus I'm getting from Helest, but when I God Forge the Helest, it will have 1 extra slot, and so a little bit more of view distance. The main difference is that this word can be used by any classes, while the Helest just by Realm Shifter line, so the Thief line. So in this case I'm not maxed because I should have 2 God Forged Helest to have it maxed, but it's almost maxed. I'm missing 2 adornments, that's it. The adornment used is the symbol of war you're getting from the third horseman. Let me see, I have, yes, like this one. So for the view distance, the rarity of items doesn't change the bonus. So it's always 2% for symbol of war, 20% for accessories and weapons. If you are low tier, you can have maybe the it's called maybe I. There are a lot of eyes. I think I'm probably. Let me see. I should prepare more for this video. There is a. I'm confusing with the. Oh, okay. So I was confused with the accessory you get from this. This one is a tier 6 item, view distance 1% compared to the 2% symbol of war, and you get it from the World Raid boss. So if you are low tier, you maybe still can get some of them and can help you boost your view distance, and then when you reach the tier 9 and you get the symbol of wars, you can then switch to them. So let's see, currently I have 637. I can use a torch to boost my view distance. I just buff up with everything I can. So with just the torch I am 85 meters. I can then, if I am at home and I have my keep, in this case it's upgraded to the castle. It's taking some time to upgrade because I put it a lot of stuff in my inventory in the castle. You can use the Brazier. Brazier, you can use it 1 time every day. Okay. So, and what happens? It gives you an extra boost. So you attract more monsters, but you also have more view distance. So now my view distance is more than 1000 meters. And I can boost it even more with the Farsight potion. You can craft it, and it gives you for 1 hour the more view distance. So this is my current setup. So all my buffs, as I said, I'm missing 2 adornments and maybe an Amity to max it, but yeah, my view distance is currently 102,074 meters as a RAM shifter seeker. So what can I see in my home when I have this view distance? Let's see, let's look up here. So I can see a lot of items, a lot of buildings, even monsters if I enable the layer, just for fun, or even NPC, that's fine. So let's see if there are some, no, not that many. Anyway, so there are a lot of buildings, and why is the view distance so important? Why is everyone hunting for it and should use it? Because you can see more buildings. So if you cannot move, it can be helpful. Like I want to demon forge something, I can use this demon forge down there, even if I'm not at home. Even if now you can use it by your castle. But I had this problem during COVID pandemic, so when I wasn't able to move from home. But for example, currently there is an amazing event at the Return of Kerberos. There are these Kerberos monsters in the dungeons that give an amazing adornment. And this week I was super lucky because they had 2 dens, because they spawn at the dens. So you have one here right next to my house and one there, but with my max view distance I can also see 2 more, because there is 1 more here, so that's 3, and on the other side there is also a 4th one. So for example, if you have high view distance, you can see more dungeons, do more dungeons. Even when you use the portal, you go to a friend or someone that's hosting portals. If you have that's hosting dungeons, in his base, if you have more view distance, you see more dungeons, you can farm more. So that's the main point. So that's it. I think I explained all of it, but I'll also drop a link, because there is in the Orna guide there is a page that's called Progression Boosters. I'll put the link to it in the description of this video, and at the bottom there is a pretty useful section, that's the view distance. It explains it a bit. In the past there was a sort of I don't know if it was really a bug, but a particular thing where if you equipped your weapons first and then accessories, or first accessories then weapons, your total view distance would be slightly different, some meters. Now it doesn't happen, so it doesn't change. It's just, and it was a bit higher. It's now a bit higher than before, because I was like at 100, 2050 something, maybe this one, and now it's 74. But the most important thing here is this list, where you can find all the items, equipments and gear you can use to boost your view distance based on the tier you are. So you can start from tier 2 with Draconian Archistaff, and then you can go up to tier 10. The only thing is missing here, I think, is the Hellhest, I said, and also the other adornment. If you are tier 5 or let's say below tier 10, I think you should go with Surtr's Sword and the Hellhest, not Horizon. They are low tier, but they have the same amount of adornment slot and view distance. So if you have a Master Forged Hellhest or Surtr's Sword, it's the same view distance boost you could get from the Horizon version. Why I'm saying this? Because in this month there are also them available in the Kingdom raids, so you can hunt hunt the gear from them. So this guy, and also this guy, and of course the tier 10 version of them. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was helpful for those who didn't know about the view distance. I'm actually created this video because of a couple of messages exchanged in the Italian Telegram channel. If you are Italian and you play Orna, I'll also drop a link in the description to the Telegram group where you can talk about it. And the question there, so then I close the video, is people were asking if when dual wielding weapons with view distance, what happened to the view distance? Is it lowered like the stats when you're dual wielding weapons? It doesn't. That's why dual wielding weapons is the way you should go for view distance. An alternative could be to use, I think I have to remove the helest. Okay, so an alternative could be if you follow the quests, you should have even the normal mammoth sword, and this is an offhand. It has view distance, so you can equip it. The downside is, since this is an offhand, so it's a gear piece, you cannot put the view distance adornments here, because those are weapons adornments. But if you don't have two view distance weapons, that one is a cool piece, and that's fine. Let me put my Hellhast back, or even, as I said, the Surtr, maybe it has a little more of attack. Okay, extra thing, as you saw, I have some ornate view distance weapons, legendary, famed. As I said, the view distance doesn't change based on the rarity, so you could even, for the pure material optimization, if you have two broken Surtr swords, for example, you can just master forge them, even god forge if you want, and the cost of master forging, demon forging, it's the lowest, and the view distance outcome is the same of an ornate one. The downsides are two mainly. The first one is if you want to god forge a view distance weapon and that weapon is broken, you have to run dungeons with them, like I'm using the Hellhast currently, and if it's broken you don't deal damage, and it's a bit of an issue. So yeah, not the best. And the other thing is, normally you will use these view distance weapons always in ward. So if you sometimes you kill stuff in ward and we have two really low attack or magic weapons, it's a bit of a problem, because yeah, you are slow, you don't kill stuff, and that's not the best. So please consider that too if you are going in that path. Last thing, as you saw, I'm not a mage. If you look in my channel, you won't find probably any video about mage classes, maybe one or two where I tried Ultima, but mages are a bit unlucky in the view distance because they can use these wards, and these wards have attack and magic same amount. But if you are, for example, a sequencer and you need staves to use them, then you are not that lucky, because there aren't staves on par with the sword and the bow. You can use the, let me see, I should have one or two of them. Let me see, yeah, you can use this one. It has view distance, it has magic, it has 5 slots when master forged, but 5 is not 8, 7, 9 like the others. So they are okay, but they are not the best if you are trying to reach the max view distance. View distance is also important because when you port to someone using the Wayvessel, you don't place always in the exact point where the portal is placed. Maybe you are a bit north, south, etc. So having a bit extra of the view distance may help, because maybe your friend said, oh, I have 3 dungeons, then you teleport and you see only 2. That may be because you are 20 meters south, and so the dungeon at the top north, you cannot see it. If you have more view distance, you still see it, so that's really helpful. Okay, so this video became super long, 20 minutes, but hope it was helpful. As I said, I drop a couple links in the description, so see you in the next video. Bye.